Hi, everybody. Okay, today we are going to talk about measures of center. We've talked about finding the mean of data, which is finding the average of the data, but sometimes the average is not quite the right pick. Um, and we'll talk a little bit about that in class, like when that is, when we would pick the average over the mean or the median, um, or when we would pick the median. So today, the purposes of this video is just to show you how to find the median. So that otherwise this video will be like really super long. And I love talking about this stuff, so I have a hard time making these videos short, but it's okay. I'm going to try. So finding the median. You're setting up your notes just like I am, because you are going to have to take a snapshot of your notes and put them and basically turn them into me in one of your assignments today. So finding the median, and lucky for you guys, finding the median is so easy. It's so simple. But it does take a little work, like most things, mostly paying attention. So here's our EQ. Since this video is just about finding the median and how to do that, we could talk about why we would do it later. So I'm going to write, how do I find the median in a data set? Data set just means like you've collected all your data, you have all these numbers, it's a set of data. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to first of all, you know what? Even before then, let's write median. What is that? It is the middle number. Okay, so when we're finding the median, and that should actually sound like the word medium. If it sounds like the word medium, we know medium is in the middle. And so that's where that comes from. Okay, median, middle number. All right, and we are going to, if we need to, you put the numbers in order, and I'm just using an abbreviation or a symbol. Instead of writing out the word numbers, I'm putting a number sign. Put the numbers in order if you need to, then find the middle number. Okay? And I'm going to annotate this a little bit and put like, okay, this is step 1 and that's step 2. And oh, by the way, because I'm calling them steps, I'm going to actually put over here that these are the steps, and that helps me later on find, oh, well, here's the steps. Let me do that first. Okay, so now let's look at an example. And this one's going to be a pretty easy example because I just want to show you that it's the middle number. So we'll start simple. Let's say we have 5, 8, 9, 12, and 14. That's our data that we collected. Maybe that's like how many pieces of paper somebody has out on their desk or something. I don't know. That's kind of boring, but sorry, that's all I got. All right, so I just find the middle number. You guys can easily see there's 5 numbers there, so it's easy to see that. But if you wanted to count, if you have more numbers, it's a good tool to do is to go, okay, that's 1, 1, those kind of match up, 2, 2, those kind of match up. Oh, this one's the one that's left. So the median equals 9 or is 9. Okay. Now, what do we do if we have a bunch of numbers? And I'll show you what we'll talk about this in a second. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 10, and 11. So I've quizzed you guys, or I've sent you a Google form and you've answered me, and this is my data that I collected. Okay, so now I'm going to count off these numbers and find the middle number. 1, 1, 2, 2. Oh, wait a sec. Okay, wait. These both look like they're in the middle. There's not actually a number in the middle. Oh my gosh, what do I do? Luckily, there is something we can do. So we are going to take those two numbers, 5 and 7, and we're going to add them together. Maybe I should use a different color to show that. Well, let's use yellow. Okay, so I'm showing that I'm adding these two numbers together. That's going to give me 12. Okay, now all I have to do from there, that's kind of like we're finding the average of these two numbers. We're going to find the number that's in the middle of these. So 5 plus 7 is 12. Then how many numbers do I have? I have 2, so I'm going to divide by 2. If you want to use a different division symbol, this means divide. So 12 divided by 2 equals 6. So the median is 6. Okay, and you should have all this in your notes. Gosh, what happened on that one? That one is definitely one I'm going to want to come back to. So I'm going to put a little question in the side that is, what do I do when I have 2 medians? And we just went through that. It really was not that difficult. But I might get to that problem later on and go, oh gosh, what did I do again? I have 2 medians. What was it that Miss Carr said I had to do? Go back to my notes and, oh yeah, okay, here's that. That's right. I add them together and I divide by 2. So I just take the 2 in the middle, add them up, divide by 2, and then I get my median. Okay. All right. Now let's try that with some maybe a little bit more complicated situation. Okay, now I actually found one of the, here we go. One of the actual problems from your textbook. This is a sample that they've got in there. Now, these are the bowling scores of these people, and they want us to find the median score. So what is the very first thing I'm going to have to do on this one? I have to put these in order because I'm noticing that on this chart, they're not in order. So I've got to put them in order. So I'm going to put, let's see, 90 looks like the smallest. So, oops, I better change my pen. 90. Okay, I'm going to cross that off. And then 105. And then 120. Okay, then 125. Hopefully I'm not missing one in here because I'm going to be messing this up. Okay, then 135, then 145. 160 is twice. 175 and 205. Oops, I know my pen kind of messed up there, but okay, there we go. So now I've got them in order, and now I just need to find the middle number. Now this is a lot more numbers than before, so my little trick is going to come in handy. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Ooh, gosh, look, I have 2 in the middle. Okay, now luckily I remember what to do. I'm going to, actually I'll do it in a different color. 135 plus 145. Remember, I'm going to add those two numbers together. It's 10, 4 plus 4 is 8, and then 2. Okay, now I'm going to take 280 and I'm going to divide by 2. You can use a calculator, by the way, you guys, but just write it down on your paper so you don't lose track of what you're doing. Because I've seen lots of people make mistakes on the calculator because they lose track of the step that they are on. They add and then they're like, wait a second, what else do I have to do? I don't remember. Did I add or did I divide right then? So they can't remember. So that's why it's helpful to always work out your work on paper. And that's why math teachers are always saying, show your work. That's why. So 2 goes into 2 once. We get 0 left over. Bring down the 8. 2 goes into 8 4 times. We get 2 times 4 is 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. Bring down that 0. 2 goes into 0 0 times. Don't forget to do that. Lots of people do. So our median in this is 140. Now, if I had forgotten to do the 0 thing at the end, because I see a lot of kids do that, if I would have gotten 14, just ask yourself, is 14 in the middle of this data? No, not at all. So I would have known, hopefully, if I'm trying to make sense of my math, I'm going to look at that data and go, 14's not in the middle. Something's not right. And it's very, very important to do that in math. We're always trying to make sense of the answer that we got. Does it make sense? If it doesn't make any sense at all, it might not be right. And we might need to go look at something again and recalculate something. So yeah, so that 0 at the end of that was very important. 140 is right in the middle of 135 and 145. So I know that I'm on the right track. And that's how you find the median, you guys.